It's Bill DeWeese once again from voice-over-training.org. And today I want to take a look at a case study of a successful voiceover artist. And when I put successful in quotation marks, what I mean by that is that successful in the more traditional sense of the word. I don't know what kind of advice you received when you first started your voiceover business, but I remember early on being told that you are successful by after you record your demos, that you go out and you get yourself an agent and make sure that you are listed in VoiceBank. And if you're on VoiceBank, then you are set and ready to go. Well, I just finished a consultation with an extremely talented young lady in Los Angeles who moved out to LA 7 years ago to pursue her career as a voiceover talent, is listed with perhaps the premier voiceover agency in America, certainly one of the premier agencies, if not the premier agency, has done some very high-profile work. Companies like Apple, Nickelodeon, in addition to doing any kind of commercial voiceover work, she does character voices and animation type work, and she's very, very good at it. So not only does she have, a great website, great demos, she's got the goods. She's very gifted, very talented. She has an incredible agent, but yet, and here's where the rub comes in, she is making, and these are her words, not mine, less than part-time wages. And she's union. I didn't mention that also, so you can kind of throw that into the mix. And I'm not saying that as a good or bad. I'm just saying that this is the case study, and these are the elements that are involved. So she's got the agent, she's got the demos, she's getting the work that she's getting is really good, but she's not getting very much of it. So what's the problem? Well, and she stated it for me. She said, this is what used to be seen as the formula for success, but today it is not enough. And she's absolutely right. Today it is not enough. And you have to be good. You have to be proficient at a certain level, or you can't compete. But there is the false notion that good equals successful. Good only qualifies you to play in the ring with everybody else. That's all that it does. Beyond that, there's a lot of work that has to be done. And really, that's my passion. That's why I started voice-over-training.org. That's why I do these YouTube videos, because there is a massive chasm that exists in the voiceover business between becoming good and even getting the right tools like a great website and great demo, which you have to have, and actually jumping that chasm over to the area of getting work. And she, for me, is just the perfect case study of having everything that she needs, but yet is not working enough. So what do you do? What do we do with this information? Well, what I'm trying to communicate to you is that you need to be careful how you define success and what your expectations are. Because if your expectations are that once you get the good agent and once you're listed in VoiceBank, and even once that you've done a couple of high-profile jobs, that you have succeeded, you have reached the ultimate goal and destination, I'm afraid that you'll be very disappointed, because what you will find is that does not mean that you can necessarily support yourself. That doesn't mean, and I won't mention her name because I don't want to put her in a bad situation with her agent or any of her clients, or to embarrass her, but that doesn't mean that you'll make more than part-time wages, as she put it. As a matter of fact, when we talked, she was actually working from her day job in an office. And again, to see somebody that talented, to me, it's just a crime. I mean, she should be working all the time. And the good news is she can be working all the time. So the key is to know that it takes more than getting the demo, the website, the great agent, and even having the skills, having the chops to be able to do it. And that is, you have to have a business plan and a marketing plan. And you have to be consistent and diligent in executing that plan. You cannot leave. Your business is way too important to leave in the hands of your agent. Always remember, and this is one thing that I was mentioning in my consultation with this voiceover artist, is that an agent, they're looking after their own interests, and that doesn't mean they're not looking after you. But ultimately, at the end of the day, they have to make sure that they are making money, and that doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be making that much money. So what you get from your agent is certainly great, but it is only, look at it as one facet of a multifaceted voice over plan. And I just want to encourage you for more information and helping you to put that plan together. Visit some of the other video blog posts at voice-over-training.org. I'm in the process of actually I've completed production of about 3 hours of in-depth content on the step-by-step, the blow-by-blow, the play-by-play on actually how I built my voiceover business and techniques that you can use to build your voiceover business. And I'll have that available soon. If you want more information on that, when that's available, simply drop me an email at voiceoverexpert@gmail.com or opt in at my website, which again is voice-over-training.org. But again, the purpose of this very brief post is just to say, be careful how you define success, because if it's simply getting a great agent and being listed on VoiceBank, then I'm afraid you'll be very badly disappointed, because you'll find out there's still a great void to be jumped to get from that to over where you're actually earning consistent income and making a living as a voiceover talent. And that's ultimately, I think for most of us, is the goal. You know, it's great to say, you know, we've done work for Nickelodeon. It's great to say we've done work for Microsoft or Apple or American Express or whatever the case may be, or Warner Brothers. But if I can't make a living doing it, then it's something maybe great to brag about, you know, at a party, but it doesn't mean a whole lot to me and my family in terms of, you know, supporting, you know, our day-to-day expenses and living and so forth. So again, that's the purpose of this website. That's the purpose of this blog post. So make sure your expectations are not just to get to that point, get the agent and get on VoiceBank, but to actually have a marketing plan that you're executing on a day-to-day basis. And you will be able to move your business much further and much faster and eventually turn it into a full-time income. All the best to you. Look forward to talking to you soon. Take care.